Hi everybody, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, this week at River City Sewing, our news, I mentioned that this was going to be a long one, so I hope you got your cup of tea ready, your notebook ready to jot some information down about some of the fun things that are going to happen here at the store coming up now. There's lots of changes that we've made over the last few months. There's been some new machines come in, new machines been discontinued and new ones come in. There's been some ranging changes, staffing changes, lots of different things happening. So it's been quite a busy time. So we hope that some of the things that we're going to show you today, some of the information we're going to give you today will give you some inspiration and hope that it'll encourage you to come in and have a look around at the store and see all the things that are new. Now there's a lot more stuff on its way. We're trying to clear some older ranges and introduce some of the new things, and we've got some clearance stuff going on, but there's lots happening. In some ways it's been very interesting, and the team have got together and they're all very engaged in suggesting new things, and which is really great. And everybody is being involved in the launch for 2025 and what we would like to bring you in classes and events and patterns and kits and fabrics and all that kind of stuff. So the whole team gets involved with all of those things, and we've got some very talented people here at the store, and we're glad that they are able to shine through with their suggestions and their talents and all that kind of stuff. We're very, very fortunate. So with that, in 2025 we've decided to bring many different events into stores, things that we haven't done in the past. Some things we have done a little bit of, but other things are going to be quite new to what our normal lineup has been in the past. There is going to be a bit more outside influences coming into River City Sewing, because the world is a big place and there are different things happening in the craft and sewing and quilting worlds, and we want to be able to be the source of a lot of that great information and classes and events, product and all those kinds of things for you and for your sewing journeys for the future. Now, some of the information that we'll be providing will be in our launch. Now, our launch is going to happen so that we can showcase a lot of the different things we do here at the store and a lot of the events and classes that are going to happen in 2025. So I need you to book your calendars for February 19th, 20th and 21st. Okay, so 19, 20 and 21 February 2025. Okay, it seems like a long way out, and I've put a countdown clock on our website to show you exactly how many hours, days, minutes and seconds it is until our launch day, because we're finding it very exciting here as a team to develop new classes and new ideas and things to bring you for 2025. So we hope that you'll all be excited as well. Now, one of the first pieces of information I wanted to bring to you today is a very exciting thing that we've put together, and it's happening in around 4 weeks from today. So if you're an embroiderer and you love Zunt designs, guess what? Urban Zunt is coming to River City on Wednesday, November the 27th for informal chat with Urban, as he's here in Australia for a few weeks, and he's coming here and we're going to do an informal chat. He's going to give you a little bit of an insight as to some of the threads and stabilizers they've brought out and some of the new designs. So a little sneak peek, I've been told, so that'll be exciting. So if you're an embroiderer and you love hearing their designers and what they do and how they do what they do, and there's hear how they take their inspiration and what's happening in the world of embroidery, then you don't want to miss this particular event. So Wednesday, November 27th, here at River City Sewing, we're going to limit the numbers on that particular event in our upstairs club room, and you'll be able to book that from today on our booking page. So you'd have to book in to grab your seat for that because we only have a limited amount of space. Because I know there's a lot of you embroiderers out there that would love to be part of that lovely chat with Urban here at the store. So that is the big news for today, that Urban is arriving here at River City, November 27th. So doors will open at 10 on that day, and we will be hosting that event. Includes morning tea after Urban's had a chat. And look, it'll be an exciting day for all of you and for all of us to have him here at the store with Tracy as well, Tracy Sims, and that will be an amazing morning. So spread the word. If you've got friends who are embroiderers and they love Zunt Designs, then why not book yourself in while you have the opportunity? Okay, so that's really exciting. Having Urban here is a fun thing to happen, and we always appreciate his time. I know he's a very busy person, and it's just wonderful to be able to have him here at the store. Part of our launch event, we will have Tracy coming back to us, Tracy Sims coming back to us and showcasing Zunt Designs and Tracy Sims Sim Designs on our very first launch day event on Wednesday the 19th of Feb. Okay, so there's no trunk show happening on in 4 weeks time. That'll be at our launch event as we come through, but it's going to be amazing to see all that fun embroidery and what you can do with an embroidery machine. It's quite amazing. So it's great having that event here with Urban. So Tracy's kicking off, like we said, our very first launch event at 10 o'clock on Wednesday the 19th of Feb. So we'll have a trunk show with all of that, the samples, the designs, all those kinds of things available, threads, all those kinds of things available here. And Tracy will be doing a 2-day workshop here at the store a little bit later on. So we're going to put those details up on the website. That 2-day workshop is going to be in March. So if you love embroidery and you want to do multi-technique designs, to do all these different embroidery techniques, then you're going to love the embroidery 2-day workshop that we're going to be doing here at the store. Again, there's going to be a limited amount of numbers. We're going to take all your machines upstairs. You will need to bring your machine to the store for that particular 2-day event. So if you have an interest in learning new skills and techniques with embroidery, and you love doing something a little bit different that you may not have done before, then look out for that particular event, 2-day event with Tracy Sims. Okay, so that's the first of our class releases and event releases for 2025. I'm not going to give them to you all at once. I've got other things I need to talk about today, but that is the very first one. Okay, so keep that in your calendar. Launch week has been interesting because it's a lot of bells and whistles coming together with people and designs and patterns and fabrics and all those kinds of things. So our team here have been kept pretty busy and us finding many things for you to bring new ideas for 2025. So one of the things, the new products that I mentioned that I was going to show you today is the Burnett 08 straight stitch machine from Burnett. Now I'm just going to move camera slightly so you can see, and you can see behind me our B990 has arrived as well, which is really fun. The Burnett 08 straight stitch machine, I saw this in Detroit when I went over to Benina University, and I loved it. I thought it was great. This is a straight stitcher, that's all it does. Does amazing speed, thread cutters, all that kind of stuff. Can do really heavy fabrics, leathers, all those kinds of things. For bag makers, it's going to be great because it's really fun and fast. It comes with a extension table that you see here. I don't know if you can just see that. All right, this extension cable comes with it. It's a side loading bobbin, which means that it loads on the side rather than at the front, and it's a really fun and really nice sewing machine. Now it's 8.8 inches from needle to the side, so you've got lots of different lots of area that you can put your things down. We think that it'd be great for someone who does lots of bags, lots of sort of heavier things. There are a couple of different sole plates kits that you can buy for this machine. One of which is for quilting, that you can do free motion quilting and all that. The other ones are sewing things like Teflon foot or leather foot, all those kinds of things that you can use to do lots of different types of sewing. So a straight stitch machine just does straight stitch. There's no other stitches on it. So if you're a bag maker, or you're a quilter and you just want a straight stitch and you're doing all different things, then this would be a great machine if you want something that's fast, sturdy, and can go through multiple heavy layers. Now, Bernette have said that this, and we've seen this, that it can go up to 40 layers of fabric, which is quite incredible. So those layers of stabilizer and, if you're doing lots of any bags or soft and stable, or quilting your quilts and you're going through multiple layers, then this machine is going to run through it really nicely. As you can see, this is the brochure, and they're sewing through leather to make a football on this one. So all those kinds of things are achievable with this particular machine. Now, the feet sets, that you get 2 feet with this one. It's a narrow and a really narrow straight stitch foot, but like I said, the feet sets are available for it. There is $349 for the sewing feet set, which has multiple feet in. I'll put a picture of that in the newsletter, in the email. There's also a quilting set that gives you free motion convertible foot, and a few others as well. The one thing that is separate is the walking foot. It is a separate purchase, so it's not included in the quilting set, but it's available as a separate purchase. So all that information is available on our website and in this email about the Bernette 08. It's well worth a look. If you want to come down and have a closer look, then come in and we'll be able to help you with that particular information and give you a run on this machine. It has been popular so far. We think it's a really lovely machine to sew with. Our team really love using it, so that's a good testament if some of our team are going back to that machine all the time and wanting to use that particular one to do their projects on, which is great. So the other machines that have come, obviously you can see the B990 here a little bit further out. I'm going to come in a little bit closer. So that is her here on the floor. Haven't really had a good play with it yet. There's just been so many things happening since the show. So it's been interesting that the team have all basically got on and picked it up really, really quickly. And we know that that's going to be a great asset for customers who get their new machines to be able to get started very, very quickly with their journey in the B990, which is for a lot of fun. So if you haven't had a look and you wanted to have a look, any machines ordered from now till we close in December. We're closing on Christmas Eve, so for Christmas, and then reopening back in January. So if you wanted to get the offers they're still offering the bonus as the trolley bag and the embroidery unit bag between now and when we finish for our Christmas break. That'll be the bonus, but you won't receive your machines until at least mid to late January at the earliest, because we're just getting shipments coming in with only a few machines at a time because they're very popular. So we can only get, Bernette have advised that anyone who orders now, the machines won't come in until at least mid to late January. It could even be a little bit longer than that. So, but still worthwhile coming in, having a look, get yourself in that queue to get your machine, and you won't be disappointed. It's a great sewing and embroidery machine. So one of the other ones that we had a clearance of the Skyline series earlier on in August, September. And the reason was that Janome were running out the Skyline S7, the S3, the S5 and S6 okay, and they were bringing in an anniversary model because of the 10 years of Skyline. So these are the anniversary models. We've got the anniversary model Skyline S7, and we've got the anniversary Skyline model S5. So what they've done is they've updated the machine, given it some new styling, updated quite a few little features in the machine. Still the same size, still the same features, but there's added features into these models. Now currently the Skyline S5 is $2,999, and that's at $1,000 off, so that's its special price right now. And the Skyline S7, normally $5,999, is on sale right now as $3,999. Okay, so the anniversary edition, okay, we'll have some more information go up on our website as we've built it from there, but that's the two replacement models for the Skyline, the anniversary edition. So it's quite nice. I like the blue styling, or that real dark navy blue. They've done some different work with the screens that makes it a bit easier to see. So yeah, there's been a few tweaks inside, and they've updated the needle threaders and a few things like that. So it's quite fun that they've brought out this new machine and given it a facelift. So that's the new anniversary edition from Janome. So one of the new products that I don't know whether I've shown you this or not, but I'm going to show you a few things today that have come in the last little bit, are some fabric kits, and that include patterns. This one is a jigsaw quilt, and it's got this roll of coordinating fabric to go through it to make the jigsaw quilt there. So nice and easy. Quilts are around about the 60-inch by 48, but these are cut, looks like, with the fabric rolls that you can make that particular quilt. If you don't want to make that quilt but you just like the fabric, then you've got this particular one. Now this sells for $99.95, so there's quite a bit of fabric in there for that particular pricing, so it's well worth a look. We have a couple of those in store. Now the other day I mentioned that we've updated some of our 3-yard quilts now, and I've been banging on about this for a while, but these are quite fun because this fabric that we have is different. A lot of these are different to what we've had in the store before. So if you're looking for 3 fabrics that coordinate together, there are 3 1-meter pieces in these rolls. You can make whatever you like out of it, but the purpose of putting these 3 together is that they color coordinate. All right, so you can add more fabric and do different things with your quilts. You can add them to your stash, you can make these, but the 3-yard quilt books are there so that you can make a small quilt with these 3 coordinating fabrics and be done. If you want something a little bit more challenging, then you know, each of the books have got different patterns inside. So what we've done is we've managed to get all these different fabrics and color coordinate together. All right, now we're not putting them on the website because every one of these is different and there's no two the same. All right, if you are out of Brisbane and you would like to get yourself into some of these work out to be $59.95 for 3 meters of fabric. So it works out pretty well, and the fabric is lovely. Some fabrics we've teamed with some Bella Solids, some we've teamed with, you know, we've got some fabric and we've teamed with our End of Bolt, or there could be some motor in here, there could be other things in there. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag. But all the fabrics our team have got together to coordinate all these fabrics together. All right, so there's lots to see, lots of different choices. So if you want to do something softer, you want to do something with brights, you want to do something with all these different patterns, then why not come in and have a look? Okay, if you're out of town, you can call and say, I've saw those 3 meter pieces, do you have one in this colorway? And the team will be able to help you with that as well. All right, so don't forget, we're always here to help you where we can. I'm happy to help you over the phone. Like we said, for some items we don't put up online because it would take, by the time we get it up online, it might have already been sold. So, but these being all different, it's a lot of fun because you get to see some different fabric that we may not have had in the past. Behind us here, we have made the wall of clearance, or the aisle of clearance. Okay, so as we've been changing some of this stuff, we have been putting our clearance items into the pink bins. Has to be pink, of course, because obviously we're all pink here. So these bins have got fabric, notions, gadgets, patterns, all those different things that we want to clear out so that we can make way for new items. Now, you say, well, what new items? We've got lots of new items, one of which, those of you who are talking about 3-yard quilts, curve appeal. This is now going into curve piecing with this 3-yard quilt book. They've teamed up with Matt Cox to design curve piecing into these basic quilts, and I think that's a lot of fun and makes a change from what we're going to do. You do with basic blocks. We have got another fun new fabric in. I'm going to take you on a walk with me around the store. All right, so sorry having moved the camera. So if you get vertigo, sorry about that. All right, found these really fun things. If you've got little kids and you'd like to make them a fabric book, we have these little panel that makes a fabric book, a soft book that you can make it up so that they've got, it's fun and cuddly and it's going to be great. So it's ABC of colour, so it goes through all the different colours. Now that is a panel, and we also, in that same range, have a panel. I'm just going to take it off the wall here. So this is what that panel looks like before it's made up into the book. It's got all the instructions on the book. All right. What could be more simple? So that panel is, whoops, wrong one. $19.95. Okay. So that panel is available $19.95. The other panel is, which is also $19.95. Is one if you just want to make a quick alphabet quilt, and it's got all of the animals on it with all the colours. Nice and easy. All you need to do is put some wadding in there, backing, and you're away basically, and put a border on, or not put a border on. So $19.95, nice and easy. If you've got little ones coming, or you've got a quick present that you need to make, then why not grab yourself one of these? They're nice and bright too, so if you've got stuff left in your stash that you would like to use up, all the colours are there, and if you don't have stuff in your stash that you can use, we can help you with some grunge or Bella, all those kind of fabrics to match it up. All right. One of the other ones, all of you need one of these, is a little sign that goes for your sewing room. It's pretty cute. They're $39.95. They're made of aluminium. So we had to get pink, of course. So we've got a couple of those here at the store right now, and I think they make a great addition to anybody's sewing room. We have bags back in stock, the Benina luggage for the 7 series and the embroidery module, all that sort of here as well. The other ones we're going to show you is we've done up some scrim-free waddings. Okay, we've made them. This one here is bamboo. Now, a lot of these scrim-free waddings basically need to be, one of the instructions says that you hand wash. If you're long arm quilting, you're going to find that this acts a little bit like the hobs or the non-bonded fibres, because it doesn't have a scrim on the back. Now, scrim is just like a piece of like an in-facing that goes on the back of your wadding that they punch all the fibres through to hold it. Now, we're used to seeing that with Matilda's Own here in Australia, but there is a lot of waddings that don't have it. The good thing about a scrim-free wadding is that there is no glues. Okay, it's all needle punched, and it's scrim-free. This one is scrim-free. So you just have to be a little bit careful. So if you're a long arm quilter and you normally, you know, as you would make your foundation on your quilt, put your your backing on first, and then put your wadding on, and then put the top on. You're basically giving that wadding, treating it gently. If you are trying to pin it up or trying to manipulate your wadding, if you're trying to pin it manually, you just got to be a little bit careful because there is no scrim to hold it. But I can tell you this has got a lot more loft on it than normal wadding does. I have to put more fibre in to make the wadding a little bit thicker. So we have some cut. Now we've done the bamboo, which, you know, I was really surprised with it. It's really great. It's sustainably grown. It's got 30% polyester and 70% bamboo. All right. It's hand washable. It's made here in Australia. There's some care information online, but it's sustainably grown, you know, and it has great softness to it, this bamboo wadding, which is great. Now we've done 2.7 meters by 2.4, so that's a queen size in these particular ones. We've also done that with the scrim-free cotton wadding. We've cut them into 2 meter lengths and 3 meter lengths, and they're 2.4 meters wide as well. So we've done that just so that it's easier for us to manage, easier for you to manage, and we've also cut some smaller pieces if you are going to do something with you know, the bowl cozies and things like that, because there's no glues and no scrims in the cotton wadding either. So you know, you don't have that. You don't have to deal with the polyester. So I wouldn't use the bamboo for any of those, you know, microwavable things. But the 100% cotton scrim free, you could give that a go for any of your microwavables as well, because there's no glues, no scrim, no polyester or anything. It's just 100% cotton makeup of that. So why not come in and try it? You know, if you've got a long arm, or if you're very, you know, you're used to using Hobbs or one of the American waddings that don't have a lot of scrim in them, and you're used to handling them, what it means with that scrim is, it means if you try to pull it too hard, it will pull apart. But if you want to do really wide quilting, probably not the best wadding. But if most of us quilt, you know, within a hand's width of each other, from each area, then we've got enough quilting in there that it's not going to fall apart. All right, this is good quality batting. It's not, you know, it's well made. It feels great. If you're not sure, come in and have a look, have a feel of the fibres and the wadding itself. There's a few different scrim-free ones we have now, and it's just really nice to feel a wadding that's a little bit loftier than what we've been seeing in the past. Okay, so why not give it a try? It's well worth a look at that. Now the other things, some of the other things we got back into the store, I'm just going to move the camera again. We've redesigned the pattern wall. As you see, we've done a bit of a zhuzh of a lot of things here. People have been asking us about some hexies. So the 1-inch hexies we've got back in stock again. We've put them up here with our pre-cut range, because obviously they go beautifully with the 2.5-inch pre-cuts. So all that is all good. We've got all of our jelly rolls up here. There's more lines coming in 2025. Obviously the new ranges as they come through. We've managed to get some pre-cuts in some of those ranges, which will be really, really fun. And it's nice to have you know, spots of colour and to change things out, because we all like to see something new. Now some of the kits that the team have made up, and I'm going to move this around a little bit further, so it's almost like you're shopping in here today. So guys have made up some of these kits with some of the pre-cuts and some of the fabrics that we have as little ideas. Now these are little pattern cards, and we've put them and teamed them with some really cool fabric inside, so all color coordinated. Now these are runners, that kind of thing, that use charm squares or a few other bits and pieces. We've done them up so that it's like, you know, you can pick this up, take it home, give yourself some something new with a different pattern, and get started, and you don't have to worry about the colour coordination. You just have to worry about making it. It's great if you want to buy something as a gift for someone who sews, you're a friend or a sewing friend or a quilty friend. They're nice and easy. Everything's in there ready to go. Now this one's got the collage from Janet Clare in there, so that's going to make a really nice runner in those particular colours. So there's only a few of these, and we've got a few distributed through here. So some of them are one-offs, some of them have multiple kits, sometimes with different colourway in the back. So it's well worth a look to come and have a look around. So this one, it uses the Villa Rosa design cards. So there's a lot of those, and they have a lot of fun patterns. But at $59.95, that's a great little kit to have something that, you've got all of your fun fabric. You've got some really nice motor fabric in there. So why not have a look? There's a few others. This one has got Midnight in the Garden in there. And it's little pinwheels, nice and easy, but we've coordinated the fabric inside. Okay, so that looks really cool. And there's a few others, nice and easy. You want to have someone who, a pattern for, just something to do with a table runner. All of these are a little bit different in price depending on how much fabric's inside, how much fabric's required for the kit, those kinds of things. So this particular one has got the Janet Clare to the Sea range in there. This one is $49.95. Maybe that's too cheap. Maybe I should charge $59.95, but no. There we go. All packed up, ready to go. Nice presentation, just ready for you. There's another one here with the ranges inside. It's Well and Possibility range. And look, these are just different kits that team and I have decided to make up, just to give you some options that you can pick something up quickly, take it home and get started with your sewing. So yeah, there's lots of fun and interesting things. Obviously new fabrics are coming as well, which is really good. With our design wall, with our pattern wall here, we've got a lot of Elizabeth Hartman. We've put all of those together here with all of her patterns that we have in store, and there's new patterns coming all the time. This one here is a new one. It's called New York Lattice. You can either use fat 8s, there's 3 sizes of pattern on there. It's really quite nice to showcase fabric, so that's a new one for us. You can use fat 8s or you can use yardage, and it's just something a little bit different colorways on the back as well, so well worth a look. Look, there's different things scattered around the store that we've got in. I seem to be entering new product all the time, so there's quite a lot that's scattered throughout the store, so why not come in and have a look. The one thing that we do have a lot more of is there's different books coming in, there's different fabrics coming in, there's different patterns that we've going to try and reintroduce some of our pattern range that you haven't seen yet, that we've had here for a very long time. So rulers, all those kinds of things, creative grids rulers, we've got a lot more of those. There's lots going on here at the store if you're looking for inspiration to start something new. The Christmas ranges we have out, so we have all of our Christmas fabric out. Don't forget there, we've split up some of the fat quarter bundles, so I may as well take you over to the Christmas ranges. Well, let's go walking. So as you can see through this door, there's lots of different. You can see a good view of those clearance bins right now. So let me just swivel. All right, so we've moved all of our AccuQuilt range over here, which is great, but behind me is all of our Christmas ranges. Now, you might have seen that in the last couple of videos, but there's still lots of Kimberbell. There's lots of fun designs. So the one thing I wanted to show there's a load of Christmas fat quarters. If you only need a piece, that to finish off something, or you only need a few pieces, you don't want to buy a whole lot of fabric. We don't have any major amounts of yardage of Christmas fabric. We still have some down here, some of the Christmas ranges. We still have a little bit of some of the Cup of Cheer range, still have some of those, still have some of our Maywood ranges, some of the Australian Red Tractor design range with those panels. They make great placemats for Christmas, this one, or the fronts of Santa sacks. We still have some of the couple of the tree skirt patterns, not a lot, but we've still got a few of the jelly rolls. If you want to make something quick and easy in Christmas fabric, we still have some of them. And that's that Maywood Studio range that we've done our Christmas tree skirt off. They are lovely. You know, there is a good variety and they're nice Christmas colours. And we have some of the matching coordinate in those. Let me just move this out of the way. So that plaid looks great as binding, all right? You could do it as backing, you could just make a table runner out of that. It would look great on your Christmas table on Christmas Day. But hey, there's lots of different fun things here. We still have a couple of Disney panels if you're into Disney and you'd like a Christmas table center, plus lots of other bits and pieces. Still got my unquilted Christmas tree up there. At some point I will quilt that. And we've got the Merry Little Christmas patterns in, which is this little quilt that we see up in the corner, this one. We've got the pattern for that, and we've broken up a couple of that fat quarter bundle so that you can make that tree without having to buy a whole stack of a different fabric. But we've still got some of that lovely fabric here this was made from. So why not come and have a look? There's still time to get your Christmas on and get your Christmas started with all the different with different kits and we've got some ideas here to get you started. There's 3-yard quilts that you can get stuff out of your stash and get it made. There are heaps of books, lots of books. And for those of you who know how much we love doing strip therapy, when many years ago down in Wynnum, we've still got we managed to get a couple of these back. Those of you who love your jelly rolls, all that kind of stuff, we've got a few of these books here that'll give you some inspiration. Now, Brenda does this really well with the jelly roll quilts, but there's not many of these books left in production, so it's nice to have a few of hers there. There's a couple of new books that have sprung up. Everyone's into Bug Yellow right now, so there's some of those here. If you're into charm packs and things like that, we've got lots of books using charm packs and things like that. So charm school books are on their way to us. If you were looking for one of those, they're a really good introduction to using pre-cuts. Like I said, lots of different things that can help you get started and get things happening. Now, I wanted to show you one more thing, and as we wander our way through the store, okay, don't worry, the team are just avoiding me at the moment. They're just walking around me as we film. So this is a quillo that we made with the Ahoy panel. Now, I don't think I've shown you this before. So that was that lovely panel, and Jackie's done an amazing job here with this particular quillo. And if you don't know what a quillo is, it's a quilt that you can make into a pillow. That's why it's got the pocket on the back. So that lovely thing, we can give you guidance as to fabric you need. We've still got some panels, we've still got some coordinating fabric to make the quillo for Ahoy. If you don't want to make it into a quillo, that's fine too. It's just another way to get use out of a quilt. They're great for cars, great for picnics, all that kind of stuff. So if you've never made one, maybe you need to book yourself in for a class on how to do a quillo. Just make your quilt and then we can guide you from there. But there's lots of coordinating fabrics that we have. That particular quilt, we had the challenge to make the quilt using the fat quarter bundle, a panel, and some coordinating solid fabric. in that. So it's a lot of fun. If you've never made one but you think that would be great for someone in your family, then why not come in and ask us. We can organise to get you a kit made up for that. But otherwise, if you just like the fabric, come on in, because it's all there ready for you. Now the other, but yet there's more. Not long ago, I was looking for some extra Christmas fabric, and I found this beauty, and it's got these little fun Christmas. It's got Santa with all the fun little elements. He's riding a surfboard, and then he's skiing, and he's, you know, having a little bit of fun with the reindeers and all that. Quite a fun one. And it's coordinating, and we got the coordinates with it. So we've made these all up into panel plus fat quarters to coordinate. Isn't that lovely red and the lovely green in there? So that's $65.95. That could make you a really quick quilt or table topper, or just display quilt, or just to get your house or your zone into Christmas mode, just by using some of those. And it's just that lovely lushy red, which is really, really good. So we've got fabric to coordinate with that as well. So why not come in the store and have a look? That's a really good price. I mean, it's really lovely fabric too. There's some things when you find some Christmas fabric, it's not always great, but this one feels really awesome. So come in and have a look at that. We've got all our Christmas stuff out here too. We've got some of those Kona solids. So if you're wondering, you know, you've got things that you could make this fabric into something else, and there's different reds in here and different greens in here, and these are really good one to have in your stash. So they're available. You know, if you want to tie up your Christmas presents and you need some China knot, we've got the Christmassy one. And we got a box, or we found a box, of Christmas braids. And we're basically selling them out at $8.95 a roll. Now, how good would that be to wrap up your Christmas presents and stuff like that? Or just have this in your stash as, you know, some embellishment. Some are like rickrack and ribbon and almost like a piping. It's, you know, that cord with the glitter through. It's just a lot of fun. You can have a good look at that. So that's one of the Christmassy things that we have. We also have a little bit of this peppermint stripe left in this ribbon. So all these fun things coordinate to make something new for Christmas. We're almost out of those burrito pillowcases. We've only got one left. So if you you know, if you've had one of those Susie B pillowcases kits, we've got one left. So if you're thinking about coming down and getting another one, give us a call. You'll get the last one that we have here at the store. But some of the items that are in the clearance, this is a fun one if you're looking for a Secret Santa present, is these are cookie stamps, and they've got different sayings on them. So happy, material girl, and sassy stitcher. Try saying that in a hurry. So there's a stamp. So when you make your little shortbreads or your cookies, you just stamp them, and then they're a lot of fun for someone who sews. So why not? You know, there's a couple of fun things. There's some felting things. There's pins. Look, we've just been pulling stuff off the shelf and putting it into this clearance. We need to clear this stuff, and a lot of them are up to 50% off. So why not come and have a look at that? That's just worth the drive to come down and have a dig through those bins. Other than that, Ali's got a new quilt that we're doing for, we're just waiting on the patterns, the rest of the patterns to arrive. Oh, let's go a bit closer so you can get a better look. Should have a reversing camera on this thing. Right, so this quilt here is a new quilt that Ali's put together. It's using some of the apricot and ash panels. Now I know a lot of you had those house blocks, and we had kits using apricot and ash with those panels, both the white and the grey. We still got a few of those left, but we've used half a panel to make up this particular quilt. So we're getting together all of the patterns. There's a little, the pattern comes with a little ruler. They should be here a little bit later hopefully today or tomorrow. So we'll be able to put some photos. When I have all of that here, I'll send out some images on Instagram and Facebook and put a little link in our email today for that particular quilt and how you can sign up to make that one. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks great in any color. There's a few kits that we have here at the store with the fabric already in there, but it's different fabric. It's not using this particular one, but it looks great because you can showcase those blocks and sash them out, and it comes up looking great. So Ali's done a great job on that one, and it's got the pattern. We've quilted it with a pattern that's the little vine leaf and the flowers, which match it perfectly. So that's something a little bit different. It's a nice quilt, nice and modern. You can use any color on this and the quilt would look totally different. All right, so it's one of those great quilts that showcases the fabric of the quilt rather than little pieces being cut up and everything. There's a few little pieces in there in that sashing, but you can really see the fabric in that particular quilt, which is nice. So one of the new things, another new thing, which I'm going through, is Maxi Lock. So we're discontinuing a few of our overlocker threads, those, the very basic overlocker threads, and we're reintroducing Maxi Lock to the store. And this is a high quality thread. It's mildew and UV tolerant. It's consistent, it's got a great sew strength, and many of you I know love to use your Maxi Lock, so we've decided to remove all the old threads and go with the quality brands. And that's what we've tried to do here at the store. We want to have quality, we want to have something that, I'm happy to stock as a sewer, so to offer you really good quality items. So Maxi Lock is coming in a few different colors. Trying to get a different stand for it, but at the moment we have, there's yellow, natural, a light grey, dark grey, silver, neutrals, there's white, black, and there's a little blue and a navy. So they're the beginnings of that range coming in. So we will have the full set of those eventually once we get the right stand for it. And we've got a little spot up here at the back of the store just waiting for you to come and have a look. We do have new things that are on the wall for bag makers as well. We have the small packages of the Biannis Soft and Stable. We got those in, and they are the pre-cut size, all wrapped up, ready to go. So we've got all of those. We will have the full range of their zippers coming in very, very soon. We're just waiting for a shipment to arrive, and my trusty assistant has given me one of these. So this one is 36 by 58 or 91.5 centimeters by 147. Good thing is it's actually packaged in the plastic so it doesn't get all manged about, but it is the Biannis Soft and Stable, $47.95. So that is a good buy, and I mean it is Biannis quality there. We do have things like mesh, obviously, and the fold over elastics to match the basic colors of the mesh. And like we said, the matching zippers, there's 3 different sizes of zippers coming in to match these. It'll hit here probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But there's some other patterns like this fun one here. There's 2 patterns in this one. There's a duffel kit, and there's quite a few other bag patterns as well. Now these you can do a patchwork version. It uses fat 8s or just scraps out of your stash. It looks really fun. I'm going to be making one out of scraps out of my stash, which would be fabulous. But you can change up the color, as you can see. And this one is $23.95. And this mesh, we have one of the meshes in the grey. We have off the roll, like it's right here beside me. So if you're doing a big project, we've got the grey in because it's fairly neutral. You can either buy your mesh like this, or we have some grey off the roll like that. So it's really wide if you want to do some beach bags or something like that. So there's always different things here that you may not realise, and some things it's taken a little while for us to stock in. So, but any of you buy any product, the fixings, the notions, you know, all those kind of bag supplies, we have them as well. So why not come and have a look? Well, I think I've given you enough today, that you can probably finish your cup of tea by now. So I'm going to leave a bit to next week. Have a look online for the classes that are happening in the next couple of weeks. Just to let you all know that the store will be closing for our Christmas break on Christmas Eve around midday, 1 o'clock. And then we'll reopen again in January. So you'll get information about that coming through in the emails from today forward right till Christmas. Just a reminder that our booking system for repairs is it's filling up super quick. There's only a limited amount of spots till before Christmas, because we have to have time for the school machines to arrive, which are massive. So if you have a look on the website, there's only a limited availability there till Christmas. Otherwise, you will have to book those machines into January going forward. There are some breaks in that time when Dylan has got some leave, so obviously we won't be taking machines in for then. But just a reminder that, you know, a time slot system is working really super well. People are really happy. Sometimes you're a bit disappointed that you have to wait so long to actually get your booking in, but that just shows you how many people are looking to have their machine serviced. So thank you to everyone who's embraced that change, and you know, are really super happy. Within a few days they're getting their machines back and getting stuck into sewing again, which has been really fun. We can't hold machines for weeks at a time. We still just do not have the storage space to have them. So it's important that, you know, if it's the day before, it's fine. You know, within a day or so, that's okay. If you know, just let us know, give us a call and let us know that's going to happen. But we can't hold them for weeks at a time. So have a look at that booking page. There's lots of slots after into January if you can't get it in there before Christmas. But thank you all for embracing that change. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about today before we leave is just to make sure that everyone is aware of our social media pages. Every social media page that we have, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, we've got a new Threads page, we've got a new Pinterest page, we've got quite a few, obviously I've got our YouTube channel, is all branded River City Sewing. Now, there's been a couple of instances where we've been made aware of that people have been directed to other personal Instagram accounts that have no relation to River City Sewing. I just want to, if you have been provided with another social media account that does, when you look into it, is not River City Sewing, please let us know. All of our branding, all of our store branding is all River City Sewing. So if you have received any interesting emails or contact, then it's like it represents River City Sewing, and basically all the things that we send out are on our social media pages, on our official pages, and our newsletter. So if you've received anything other than that, and you're a bit concerned, please just give me a call here at the store or send me an email to hello@rivercitysewing.com.au, because we'd really love to hear about that, and we want to make sure that you're being directed to our official channels, because this is where stuff is going on, and we want to make sure that there's no confusion about our channels, our social media channels, and the information that we provide to you. Okay, so that being said, from Judy and all the team, thanks for watching this very long broadcast today, and we hope that you've had fun traveling around the store with us. Next week I'll be bringing you some more information about our launch for 2025, so I'm going to drip feed a little bit of information. But don't forget about that visit from Urban on Wednesday the 27th of November. That's going to be very exciting, and don't forget to book yourself in if you'd like to come along. So from Judy and all the team, thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in store really, really soon. If you've got any queries or you want to know a bit more about the products and services and information that we've given you this morning, please give the team a call here at the store, and we're more than happy to help you. So from all of us, thanks for watching. Bye for now.